Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've got a really compelling contest here, a team that's earned a top 25 ranking heading on the road for a serious test of their poise and their mettle. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Buckeyes will kick this away, start us off. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense comes on the field first today. Here comes the tight end who's having such a great season. Kirk, you talk to opponents, and they always use the same phrase, matchup nightmare, this guy.
Well, what stands out to me with this guy is it's not very often, you're right, the defensive coordinators are most concerned about a tight end. But in this case, that is exactly what we're dealing with. This guy can hurt you in so many different ways. Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's a quarterback keeper. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
What a great job of playing assignment football here against the option by this defense. Every aspect of that play was taken away. The quarterback got into desperation mode and loses yards. Now they're behind the sticks.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Pretty good job here by the quarterback and just getting away from the sack and throwing that ball away to live for the next down. I really thought he was going to be brought down. They had such good pressure on him. Once again, you can see the mobility of this young man and what he's capable of doing. So, incompletion, but at least it's not a negative play or a turnover.
Fair catch made at the 35. So Ohio State's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. And here we go, Kirk, this matchup on the edge that's going to go a long way to deciding this game. An elite wide receiver and a guy who doesn't believe anybody can beat him.
This is going to be like a boxing match where it's an all-out battle.
While taking his shot on the very first play. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And now the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on 3rd and short. Can he make it to the marker? And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
The Razorbacks will line up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Green. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Boy, nice throw here by this Arkansas quarterback to be able to pick up big yards and a first down for the Hogs. And, Chris, they've had some great ones over the years that could distribute the football. Ryan Mallett, Tyler Wilson, Clint Sterner, just to name a few.
And the Razorbacks pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
The Razorbacks are going to cash in this red zone trip. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Caught near the goal line. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
You talk about balance as a play caller. I don't know if it gets much better than what this offense is doing. 3 runs, 3 passes, and all 3 passes have been completions. Now it's 1st and goal.
And the Razorbacks hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Hogs.
We give all the credit here to the play caller for this touchdown pass. 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Everybody expecting run. Instead, you throw it, pays off for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick in the very first play. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball at the 34.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to float this one to the right side. But this one is broken up, ball's incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Back to throw. It's Howard. Quick throw to the left side. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Second down play coming up for this offense. using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. The Buckeyes will send the punt team onto the field. And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Buckeyes pick up enough for a first down. Back to pass. It's Howard. And the senior quarterback, lucky he didn't get picked off, almost made a freshman mistake.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series, almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Handoff here from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right calls.
They're set now to try the PAT. And the PAT is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Green. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. That's good for 1st down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Haas. Tackle is made, but that's good for a 1st down to the 47.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
And the Razorbacks have 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Receiver makes the catch. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Boy, the slant route is already a difficult pass to defend in man coverage, but especially against a receiver like that. Man, good luck. Big receiver, they can use their body to shield the defensive back from the ball if it's placed correctly by the quarterback.
They're going to throw for it on third and short. Grab down the middle. It's Washington. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the first down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice first down.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive. And a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking downfield. It's Green. Short throw complete to the tight end. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Nice read here by the Arkansas quarterback to be able to make this throw and pick up a first down for the Hogs. Did a nice job of waiting for his receiver to get open and then put the ball right on the money.
By completion, good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Caught in the backfield. It's Hill. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Makes a quick catch. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, that's a nice completion to the sideline with great timing. The connection between the receiver and the quarterback was on full display to be able to get that first down.
The Razorbacks are in the red zone. The backs got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's got it near the end zone. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And the Razorbacks come to the line with first and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. They test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Goal line formation for the defense. Looking to throw. It's Green. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Razorbacks. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out and showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. The returner is brought down. Gets a start with the next drive. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time.
Now begin with a quick throw to the left.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Important second down play coming up. And they'll use the ground game here. Running through the tackle. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Third down after that running play. And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
The Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. Back to pass. It's Howard. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Second down after that previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for 3rd and 4. Offense looking to throw the ball. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
The Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. It's a quick grab. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Second down after that completion. To the air, it's Green. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Play action here on 1st down. And the freshman able to get home with the sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
sack on first down. It's second down. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Hill. And he runs out of bounds there to avoid the contact and take the loss. So after consecutive losses, they got to come up with something here on third and very long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Armstrong. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now.
Great job here by the defense. Third down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force his fourth down. Great job here by the D.
The Razorbacks will send their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Running back with the football. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Howard. Catch made on the left side. Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. And looking to throw now on first down. That's caught. It's Tate. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Quarterback looks downfield and make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Caught over the middle. It's Scott. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardell Jones and J.T. Barron, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Looking to throw it again. Grab behind the line. It's Henderson. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here. Just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. He's got it for a big gain.
Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal.
I don't blame the quarterback here. You get to 3rd down with the catch radius that this tight end has, give it to him every single time. Now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal. Great chance now to draw even before halftime. Dropping back. It's Howard. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now.
Well, they're snapping the ball near the goal line, but the defense does a good job of thinking, hey, guys, let's force the incompletion. Force them into going for 3, and let's not give up 6. They did their job there.
That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And he knocks it right through. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Green. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a 1st down. I think in the process, Chris, they sent a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And this pass is caught. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
1st down, looking to throw the football. Looking for the wide out. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. Clock stops. Timeout taken by the offense. And the Razorbacks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust.
So it's third down, but out comes the field goal unit. They'll try to add 3 points before halftime.
And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And they've regained the lead. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And they'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. Looks like one more play here before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to make a big play downfield.
They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Pulls it in. It's Egbuka.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Here's the second down play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. An effective play, good for a first down of the 35.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. He's found some room at the 45. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Tate. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? Blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
So the ball at midfield, now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew the one thing he can't do here is take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. Now, he didn't pick up the first down, but he gave him a shot. I think he'll get some love from his guys for that effort.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And he puts it out of bounds, so no return. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now, looking to build on this lead on this possession. Had to settle for 3 last time out. On first down, it's play action. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, let's face it, they dug themselves a hole in the first half, but I'll tell you what, they're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half.
The sack sets up second down. Scanning the field. It's Green. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more third down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
The Razorbacks lining up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Fights off a defender. They keep feeding the running back, but he's had nowhere to go tonight. They've been dominated at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs, and especially corners, that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's third down and 7. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Grab down the middle. It's Haas. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline waiting for your turn to get another chance.
And the Razorbacks pick up enough yardage to get a first down. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Second down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, this is why this...
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Running with purpose. The Razorbacks looking to cash in this red zone trip. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Got space, looking to score. And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Here we go, 3rd and goal coming up. Dropping back, it's Green. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. He was successful on his first try. This is just a chip shot, 21 yards out. Long enough and good. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Now it's 2nd down here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. Moves the ball out across the 30. And that's good for a 1st down.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. Think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. He shreds the tackle. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today for this defense. But they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But they've got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we can see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. QB decides to keep it here. He makes the tackle, but he gains enough to make the 1st down in what should be the last play of the 3rd quarter. So Arkansas has the lead here. We've reached the end of the 3rd. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. Handoff here from the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. To throw, it's Howard. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down. Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Oh, and it lands at the 4 and bounces in for a touchback. And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Short loss on the play sets up second and long from the 18. And he'll set up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball to 31.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quick throw caught on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Second down play coming up. A quick throw out left, complete. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the 37.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
And the Razorbacks with first and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
It's a run. Running back's got it. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him. Come up on third down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. Dropping back. It's Green. The pass rush closing in. He lets it go on the move. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So second and 10 after the previous play. And the back now goes in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Hill. Tackle made after the completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Running back has it on a screen now. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys the third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. He hands it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quarterback still with the football. Great move there. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Chris, how about the offensive coordinator here trusting his quarterback to be able to make a play on the design QB run? Knew he'd take care of the ball and get positive yards, and he did even more. Comes up with a touchdown.
Coach makes the decision to go for a 2-point conversion. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he'll make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Second down after that short completion. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Scanning the field. It's Howard. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. It's going to bring up second down.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. And he drops back in the gun. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent? This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone, or they have to settle for 3?
The Buckeyes offense is on the move now. An inside give now from the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Getting set. Here's second down. Looking to throw. It's Howard. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. On third down, he drops to throw. Bringing pressure. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Trying for a fourth down completion. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State. That's a crucial score. Kirk makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. The momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
The offense is out there. Here comes a two-point conversion attempt. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he is stopped short. The two-point try fails. He can't cut this lead further. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. Last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
Quarterback keeps the football. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
But we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts and just keep working that clock.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Razorbacks will have 1st and 10 here. And here's the handoff. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. On the ground, it's Jackson. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here.